She stays in my room. Technically, you're not breaking anything.
But Zach is, and it's called
Her back.
I was about to say her hymen.
I could win the Heisman for breaking hymens, though. You know what I mean?
Holy shit. Guys, I have new music coming out. I have a new song called Mean It coming out on February 12th. You know, it's about kind of like the ups and downs of a relationship. Head over to my Instagram at JaredBearMusic. It gives you like a little sneak peek. And then also in the description and on my Instagram, you will find a link to pre-save it. Again, it comes out February 12th. And yeah, it would just mean a lot if you guys pre-saved it and help out a Jared Bear, help out a friend. But just wanted to throw that in there. Peace.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dropouts, episode 33. I have some big news I need to tell Indiana about old Jared Bear over there. And
wait, what? What's the news?
You went on a first date with a girl, like his very first date ever. He told me how it went.
Right?
And usually,
oh no!
Usually,
no, Zach.
Usually, a first date ends with a first kiss.
Right.
And
He's ended in
in something else. Hit the intro music. I'll tell you after.
I don't want to hit the. Can we
harmonize? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was so
Sorry
bad.
about that.
That was real rough. R.I.P.
My mom called me
users.
tone deaf. Okay, so basically what happened
Wait,
was
whoa.
what?
She's got to
What's
say.
up, B-words?
There you
Welcome
go.
back to episode 33 of Dropouts. It's the Super Bowl episode. Tom Brady has been in the Super Bowl longer than I've been alive.
He won his first Super Bowl in 2002.
Really?
So he's been in the Super Bowl longer than I've been alive.
Wow. Okay. I guess.
So-
in a
Wow,
sense,
that's crazy. Go
Yep.
Brady.
I'm also drinking apple cider out of a fancy glass.
because she feels bougie tonight.
Well, because I bought fancy glasses, and I don't know when I'm ever going to have the opportunity to drink and show them off.
you go to one fancy Italian restaurant.
I
and
did.
Now
I
you're
went
like,
to a fancy Italian restaurant tonight, and so now I was like, I'm gonna pull myself a glass of Montanelli's and call it a day.
Are we just gonna brush past this?
Oh no, we're talking about it.
Oh,
Jared,
no.
what'd you do on your first date?
No. Jared is a fiend.
What do you mean? I'm a
We're-
fiend.
like-
No,
Jared and
I
I
would
some-
say a fiend is the wrong word for it.
No, he's a fiend.
He's a fiend for fingering girls?
Stop. No.
Whoa.
Wait. Stop
Oh,
jumping to
God.
conclusions. Okay. Jared walks in our room, and sometimes we talk shop. We're boys. We talk girls. Like, hey, what happened this one time with a female with you? And he's like, oh, actually, this is what happened with a female with me. I went on a first date. It was my very first date ever. It went super well. It was like super romantic, felt like a Disney movie. And then Jared took her home. It's about 10 p.m., and she still lives with her parents, so her parents might still be up. You brought her on her front porch where her parents were still in the house, I'm sure, watching through a window.
On the front porch.
Okay, a little
her home.
First date, you can go in for a first kiss, no tongue. Like, that's the parameters, okay?
I would agree.
Jared, instead, on the front porch, sticks his
No. Hey, what?
You stuck your dirty fingers in this young girl on a first date.
Well, I would watch it with
on the parents' front porch.
I would maybe watch it. It was consensual, and I wouldn't
was
say young girl because
consensual.
they were both of age. It's,
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, let's clarify
Wait, no, you were
that.
a young boy as well.
I mean,
But they were young of age.
You were young
boy
of
and
age
girl.
boy and girl.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
but
we
still,
were the
if
same age.
All I'm saying is, if it's the first date and you guys are, and you're taking her home, like it's sweet. You leave her with a kiss. Don't slip your fingers down the pants.
Okay,
button.
but that wasn't the first thing that happened. I didn't just like
No,
go
the
in
first
for
thing that happened was his tongue was down her throat.
Did you kiss her beforehand, or did you go fingers first?
Of course. Like, what? What kind of question is that?
Dude, you like to go 5 fingers deep like a Cane's combo.
Who goes finger first, Zach?
Did you get the sauce? Did you get the extra sauce, Jared?
Well,
Anyway.
actually, this is a really odd conversation we're having, but I was speaking to my friend, and one of my friends lost their virginities before they had their first kiss. I said, wait, what? I was like, oh, like expecting kind of like something, like a bad story behind it thing. And she was like, no, it was all consensual. I was like, what do you mean you didn't kiss the guy? And she was like, no, we never got around to it.
How do
I was
you
like-
Wait, what?
How do you not get around to it?
I was like, wait,
Usually that's like how it starts,
so.
Jared, when did you lose your virginity? You talk about this?
No, I don't.
Wait. Do you want to rebuke anything that happened on that porch with the young girl and her
Dude,
family
yes.
that were, I'm guessing, 12 feet behind a small wooden door?
You're not denying it, so it's like, you know what I
Okay,
mean? Do you
well,
really have
because
anything
did it
else to
happen?
add?
Because it happened,
Jared.
But the thing is, Zach likes to leave out a lot of key details and
I
tell
didn't hear any
stories.
key details.
wrong.
What, you making out with her?
Okay, we go up, right? I'm cordial. I'm gentlemanly. I walk her to the
I'm
front
cordial.
door.
I'm gentlemanly. I walk her to the front door and then
You hooked her like a
Walker-
bass, didn't you?
Oh my God.
Zach,
And you hook her like a bass.
I walk her to the front door, right, to say goodnight, right? Like the normal first date. And then the first kiss, right? The normal kiss.
that when the
no
first kiss
tongue.
happened?
Yes. Okay. There's no tongue. It's normal, but it was a great kiss. You know.
Were
And
there sparks?
there were sparks at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You
There
know.
were parts in the moment.
And so then, things just
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah. Start
afterwards.
moving her hand
So
down
then-
towards
no,
that pocket monster.
She moved my hand. That's the key
Oh.
thing.
No, she moved your hand like she was like
No.
she was like, oh, let me give me a hug, and then Jared goes,
No, not at all.
okay,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
go,
trust you on this.
Okay, well, at least she moved your hand.
She was the one moving
I
my
definitely
hand.
would say you got to take cues from your partner on first date situations, especially not to be like sexist, but I feel like you should definitely take your cues from the girl on first date.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you should.
I
normally
agree.
just
Okay,
take
so
your
Jared,
cues
so
from the
so
girl.
Jared, she allowed you, she guided the hand. That's
She-
not as bad.
She guided the hand.
Were you a little worried that the parents were gonna like look through the window and be like, hey, why has he got his minimum wage fingers up?
I'm gonna be completely honest. That
was
They're
an-
not
that
even
was an Andrew
minimum
Schultz
wage.
never-
never crossed my mind. The only thing that crossed my mind was
That's
like,
interesting that did not cross your mind.
I don't know. I was just like, the only thing that crossed my mind was like, do they have a camera on the front door? And I didn't see anything, so I was like, I'm good.
Dude, they checked the ring in the morning,
There was no ring.
and they checked the
Oh
ring,
my
and your ring finger deep.
Okay, so oh my god, dude, I've got rings all around my apartment, like front door, back door, side, like literally. Oh, one looking onto my back. Like I've got rings all around my apartment, so a guy could literally never do that ever. First kiss couldn't even be at my front door, like a cute because then it'd be caught on camera. Mom will put it on TikTok. We all
See,
know it's true.
But your like rings and like those cameras and stuff are so easy to spot. Like I don't think
There's one that's super hidden though, and clearly somebody forgot it was there. So
that's true. But like I don't think these, suburban family is gonna be like going super covert.
Was that the night you lost your virginity?
No, wasn't the night.
Was it after
when did you
or
lose your
before then?
virginity?
I lost my virginity. I was 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Was this
that's not of age, sir.
Well, whole milk, Jared? Were
She
you
was
a little-
also 17.
Were you a little thicker?
I know.
Actually, wait. What's the age of consent
Probably
in Ohio?
like 16.
Yeah.
Age of consent in most places is like 16.
Was this thick, Jared?
This was
Cushion for the pushing, Jared?
This was like in between thick Jared and like thin
Dude,
Jared.
Apparently, I've been seeing studies. Guys or girls like a little bit of thicker boys, like a little dad bod, a little something to hold
little
on
dad
to.
bod?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Oh, sorry. No, it's
She's like, if he doesn't look like a Calvin Klein model,
I don't want it. So no, actually, speaking of losing weight, I was with one of my friends tonight, and we're at a really fancy pasta place, and he lost 70 pounds since April of last year.
really?
Looks like a completely different person. It's crazy. He showed me his before photos because I only knew him after, and I was like,
Whoa.
different human being. It's the weirdest thing.
How much did you lose, Jared?
About 70 pounds. Yeah. But like,
I just
showed,
I wish you hadn't, because I wish
Why?
there was more to hug. Because I love
that was
you.
kind of sweet.
I love you so
Jared,
much that
he
I wish
hates
there was more of
hugs.
you.
You guys
Wait,
have you guys
yeah,
ever
we've
hugged?
never hugged.
I've thought about it.
You've thought about it?
Yeah.
Really?
If we hug, do you think it'd be a good one? The only time
No,
we're
it
gonna
would
hug,
be so awkward.
it's gonna be sad. The only time we're gonna hug is probably at like a funeral or like
I would hope I was gonna go
Maybe like
happier,
a wedding.
wedding.
Yeah,
Or
I don't
like,
want you to touch me at my wedding. You know what I mean? Trying to
well,
have a good day.
but like I feel
Well,
like
Jared is going to be my maid of honor.
I
Yeah.
I forgot.
No, we
about
we
that.
talked about this. Indy was like, we should make Jared my maid of honor, and then we should do you have the same suit as
Like
the bridesmaids.
you'd have the
Yeah.
same colored suit as the bridesmaids. Jared was all for the idea. 'Cause
Oh,
Riley
hell
and I,
yeah, I'm all
Riley and
for
I were
this
talking
idea.
about like who would be our like who would be like you'd probably be the best man of whoever I'm getting married to, and then you would probably be the maid of honor.
Well, I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
I think that's up to the guy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but like hopefully you're really good friends with the guy.
I mean, if you find someone to marry you, yeah. What? You were thinking it too, Jared. Come on, man.
I was thinking about what color my suit's gonna be.
Well, it depends. I was thinking, but I was talking about this with Riley because E is probably going to be her maid of honor, and
Oh, yep, that
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll just be one of the bridesmaids. No, I don't know if he's gonna be a maid of honor. I think it'll be Mads, and then it'll be me, and then it'll be E, whatever.
Dang, he got
he's-
bumped from maid of honor to the third
These
one.
people don't
Yeah,
know
that's
who
my
this
bad.
guy
Anyway,
is.
he's gonna wear a suit at the top and then a ball gown at the bottom, but in the same color as the bridesmaids dresses.
I'm gonna let you know now.
No, I'm
I'm not gonna do
I'm not
that.
gonna make you do that. I'm gonna make you wear a suit the same color as the dress.
You could wear me, Jared. If
Like Hannibal Lecter.
no,
Oh.
I meant that
What's
in a
that?
much more loving way.
It's a serial killer from Silence of the Lambs.
I haven't seen it.
It's a great movie.
If you were gonna kill me, Jared, how would you do it?
How would I do
Guys,
it?
we got on a death topic last time and it really creeped me out. No, that was in the car. We were talking about it. of what we'd say at each other's eulogies. Oh, because we watched Fault in Our Stars?
It is a sad movie.
I was bawling my damn eyes out.
F that movie. It's a great movie.
Usually it's a movie like that makes you cry. It's about one cancer patient. This is 2 cancer patients in love, and they're both dying. So couldn't be more sad.
God, it's absolutely gut-wrenching. And I was like, I haven't seen this movie since 2013, 2014 when it came out. Oh my God, was I bawling my eyes out. Jared and Zach were both there to witness it. And recently, I've been getting really, really, really sad in sad movies. When I mean really sad, I'm just uncontrollably sobbing in movies. And it's I think it's because the inner breakdowns of Indiana are trying to fight their way out. They're release your emotions, Indy.
Stop holding back.
I think that's what it's doing, and it's gut-wrenching to watch that. Gut-wrenching. But anything about cancer just kills me.
That was God.
Well, it kills them too.
That was the joke I was gonna make. I didn't want to say it though.
I knew that was a joke you're gonna make.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to your virginity, man. When'd you lose it?
I was 17.
17. Nice. Paint the picture for me.
Okay.
Pretend I'm the girl. Ooh, can't wait to.
17. I'm talking to this girl. We're everything that a relationship is, but we haven't defined the relationship. You know, we haven't
been
said,
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Exactly. No titles.
It's complicated on Facebook.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we're hanging out all day, just running around, doing whatever, going to the park. This is important. Okay, we got Chipotle before,
Ugh,
right?
What a weird
and then
post-sex food.
And then no, it wasn't
or pre-sex food.
Well, we weren't planning on it, but
Just
anyway,
a full burrito in the belly. It's let's bust a nut for the first time.
Oh,
Not what I would think about doing. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Sorry about that.
we get that for lunch, and then we come back. We're just hanging out in my room, and at the time, our show to watch was, I think it was Dexter.
Burritos and Dexter. What
a combo!
That's what makes Jared horny. He's like, here we go.
Serial killers and Mexican food.
I got a full belly full of beans. Let's get porking. Go ahead.
We're watching that, and then the episode, we watch an episode or two, it ends, and then just naturally, start talking, kind of kissing a little bit, and then she asked me, she's like, do you just want to do this right now? And
whoa.
And so I had the house to myself. She's like, do you just want to do this right now? And I was like, okay. So then start going at it.
Going at it. I want details, baby.
Zach.
I want the flips, the sweats.
This part
There we go.
always sticks in my head. I remember she was it was in the summertime.
Hot and sweaty. I love it.
So she's wearing these shorts, and I remember later down, and then she's like, do you want me to undo my shorts? These are kind of hard to get off because they had multiple buttons or something like that.
Yep. Colonial.
I don't know how I did this, but when you fake confidence, real confidence comes, and I was like, no, I got this. For some reason, these shorts were weird. They had 3 buttons.
Yeah, all of my shorts do. Normally they good ones do.
See, I guess it's normal. Never seen that before. I got all 3 buttons in one go. I just went boom. She was like,
out.
Whoa.
And
she was like,
whoa.
She was like, that was smooth.
Fish aroma starts hitting your nose.
I feel like that was a big moment in there. She was like, okay, it's this kid's first time, but I feel like he might be a natural.
Gotcha. Pants start coming off. Normal stuff. And then she flips me over, which was a weird move. All right.
It was a weird move.
Was she a guy? It's fine if she was. She just seemed strong.
No, she didn't flip me over, but she pushed me when I was on.
Okay, so you were
top.
You were at the bottom.
Well, she wanted to just be on top.
Gotcha, man.
For the first time,
no worries.
And then I remember she asked me, she's like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "What?" For seems a lot more intense.
This sounds like a WWE
than
match.
I thought it would be. It's kind of what
flipping you over. Are you ready? Are you? All right. So what did Undertaker do to you next?
Well, they did the nasty.
Did you wear a condom?
Just.
Oh
Jared,
my God. Dude, that's the first thing you learn in
that
sex
is
ed.
not safety. Why didn't you do it?
So I went to an all-girls private Catholic school. So when we had the health talk, it was, don't do it. Do not.
Abstinence.
Yeah, that's what they taught. They're like, absolutely not. Do not do that. If you do this, you're going to go to hell, blah, blah, blah. But if you do it, here's a condom.
That is true.
Oh, fuck. My mom's going to kill me.
Why?
No, my mom tells me all the time. She's just like, wrap it up, buddy. And the first time. I don't know. It was just kind of the heat of the moment, which is so bad.
It's
You
so bad.
should, especially on your first
even
time.
in heats of moment.
No, I know.
I want you to be there for my first time.
Can I've got a question for both of you guys. What's the weirdest thing a girl's ever been like? You guys don't have a condom and you guys really want to like do it. What's the weirdest thing you've used or considered using?
Prayer.
You asking?
What did you say?
Prayer.
That was funny.
The will of God.
Holy shit. I'll give you are you asking this because you know my weirdest thing?
Oh, no, I really don't.
What is your weird?
Yes, I do. You effing weirdo. Tell them.
What did you use as a condom, buddy?
Oh, my God.
What do you do?
I used a king size Snickers wrapper.
That seems like it. That seems like that.
But aren't there little spiky things at the
It
end?
was her idea. Okay, that's all I'm gonna
She
say.
said, let's use a king size. I like that. He had to add that it was a king
He's
size.
like,
Well, I'm not gonna be
a
like,
king
yeah.
size Snickers wrapper.
I'm not gonna let people be like, oh, he probably used the fun size.
My God, that's hilarious.
That's
it was. I just want to
disgusting.
point out it was her idea.
I didn't bring it up because I remember.
Did it work?
A little bit. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine that not breaking.
We didn't like
That's
go hard. Let's just say that.
I can't believe you used it.
You used this.
Zach, what's the weirdest
So you left her
thing?
satisfied, right?
Oh, there's too many jokes.
So
Okay, Zach.
She got the Snickers with the nuts in it. What was it?
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Hilarious though. You can make tons of jokes about this.
Yeah.
Zach, what's the weirdest thing you've considered or used?
I haven't done any of that. So
Zach, answer the question.
What do you mean you haven't done any?
I
of
have
that?
not participated in coitus.
Shut
as a kid.
Zach, answer the damn question.
Well, as a child of the Lord,
Answer the
Answer
question.
the question.
silly putty.
What?
Silly putty.
Hilarious. What was it?
I don't have anything good.
Oh, you don't have anything good?
That would get stuck up there.
I was like, logistically, doesn't work.
Couldn't
No,
be worse.
unlike Jared, all of my participations have been health, sex ed safe.
STD
Dude,
safe.
you put
You're a smart man.
Dude, you're
You put a-
touching girls
I
on
feel
first
bad-
dates on a porch.
I'm sorry.
That was her.
You're putting
Listen, all
Snicker
of
wrappers
this-
on your
No,
ding dong.
I get it. You're following her lead. I get it.
I'm
But you think that this girl would have a little bit more like
How long
she's letting a
beforehand?
guy hit it with a Snickers wrapper. Come on, man.
Dude, did you eat the Snickers during? Dude, would you? Oh my, dude, you go in there and then you put the Snicker in your mouth and her mouth, and like then the caramel drizzle just comes out. That's the
Alright.
perfect Snicker commercial.
Oh my gosh.
Snickers, if you're watching this, pay us.
I don't think we're ever getting a Snickers.
And you
ad.
have to buy the certain size Snicker for like your size.
Oh my God.
The biggest dude just walks out with a fun size.
Oh Jesus Christ. So
Jared, how old were you when you hit puberty?
I was a late bloomer. I was
feel
probably
like
like
you both were late bloomers because I've seen photos of you both in high school and you look like you're 12. But I
Yeah.
see photos of me in high school and I look the exact same because I am still in high school. No, I'm not.
Not
I
anymore.
would have graduated last year.
you're like a freshman in college now.
My mic's going down, down, and early around. Sugar, we're going down.
Honestly, I mean, I honestly think puberty probably started when I was like 14.
14, nice. Mustache come in?
But no, dude, I barely can grow a mustache now. But then, like, I really don't even think puberty stopped until I was like my senior year of high school.
You know what's really weird is that there are two very different ends of puberty for guys. For girls, I feel like it's pretty like standard. It's like most girls get their periods around the same time. You start to like develop and like grow into your body pretty much the same. Like some girls get boobs, some don't. I am part of the don't community. But like for guys, it's like one end or the absolute other. It's like you're 16 with a full-on beard, like with a deep-ass voice, and like you look like a grown-ass man, or it's like you're 16 and you're like the skinniest, puniest, like not even, like
That
your
was
voice
me.
hasn't even dropped yet.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I feel like it's very, but then it's like overnight you guys just change. Like Zach was telling me over summer, he like was a freshman in high school and like had a squeaky voice, was like short, and then 3 months later he came back to school with a deep voice and was 6 foot.
And the amount of females that wanted to
Suddenly
participate in
noticed it?
conversation, the graph went up exponentially. It was at a subtle 1 from someone I was begging to a 3 or 4, which was
Nice growth. That's more than
Exponential.
100% growth.
Yeah.
so we're doing well in that.
Well,
we were doing well.
the thing is with I think girls is like especially in like middle school and like, you know, even like freshmen, it's like the guys at your school are all on pretty much equal playing field. So the best thing that you can do is have a personality at that age, because like all the guys are kind of at the same level. Like none of them are really like.
Because Jared's always said, because you're like, it's
Where
weird.
is this going?
No, you always said it's weird when like older guys date like younger girls. Like that's weird. But
Let's talk about that, Zach being a senior hitting on freshmen. Asking freshmen to make you
Oh,
peanut butter
yeah.
jellies. I told him about that.
I heard about that today.
Dude, I was a senior. There was a freshman girl that sat next to me, and I told her I liked peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and she brought me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the next day.
But you were going after freshmen. What is with
I
seniors?
wasn't going after
Yes,
freshmen.
you
No,
were.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
Did I
Kinda
say?
sounds like
I was
it.
not. Where's my hug kind of guy.
Oh, I hate those guys. And there are those. There was this guy that was a senior when I was in the 8th grade. I think I was in 8th. Yeah, I think I was in like the 8th grade or whatever. And every time I would go to school, it'd be like, Indy, where's my hug? And I'd be like, oh, I must have left it back at home.
Jared's got some where's my hug energy.
I was like, I must have.
I don't have where's my hug energy. I was too
No,
shy to
Jared
even
does
ask
not
where
have where's my hug energy. But this guy would just like always be like, where's my hug? Like, and I was like, ooh, must have left it back home with my birth certificate that says 2002, you weirdo.
You're how old?
18.
Jared.
What?
Do you know that? She's young.
We do have a pretty like interesting
Do you think that
spread of age.
Do you
like
think our
18,
ages-
22, 25.
Because I feel like we're all at very different spots in our lives. Like in our lives, you know what I mean? Like 25 and 18, very different. 22 and 18, very different. 22 and 25, also very different. It's like,
Yeah.
do you think that ever, like, how do you, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I think honestly, I mean, besides like our personalities, you know, like I think that's also something that like I think our personalities like balance us, and I think that's why we have such a great dynamic. And then I also think like just our like maturity, whatever, like mentally, you know, also because of our age, also does.
Who's the
same
most
thing.
mature? Let's all point at him. 3.
You said him, because you know we're both gonna point to you.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go you.
No, you won't.
That's only because he couldn't.
I
vote
feel
for
like we
himself.
should play a, yeah, why don't we play that, like, who's the most? Like, look up a list and we'll, like, talk about it.
Should we play fun and clean? Who's most likely? Wait, is that what we want? Do we want who's most likely, or do we want to play risky or dirty?
Risky and dirty, obviously.
So okay, so risky or dirty? Who's most likely to questions?
Wait, no.
I think we should just
announce it.
You always make me do this.
Well, you're like risky or dirty.
Risky
Risky or dirty, most likely to questions. Who is most likely to
I feel like we should point at each other.
be drunk at work?
Indiana.
What the hell? Jared is the one that is constantly downing White Claws under the table on this podcast.
I am not. I am drinking water.
That's straight vodka. Don't let it fool you.
Jared's drunk
It's
90%
tequila.
of his life.
No, I'm not.
I think it stems
I'm
from
not.
depression.
Oh,
It's Jared,
No.
and it's not me. You know that.
be drunk. Have I ever been drunk at work?
Yeah, well, I guess that was a work after party, but you woke up.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that story? We told that.
I get be drunk because of work. That's me. Who's most likely to forget the name of someone they hooked up with?
Indy.
Who's most likely to marry someone they just met?
Jared.
That'd be Jared.
Jared would marry a girl he met because she liked a pug.
You know what? You're not far off.
Guys, it's fate. We both said we like to pug at the same time.
Jared has a girl flying out soon, and she's going to stay in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like should be married before you do all that, but keep going.
Really, Zach? Because you're
Yeah.
such a man
Well,
of the Lord.
No, this is what I'm thinking. We want to be righteous, right? She stays in my room. Technically, you're not breaking anything.
But Zach is, and it's called.
her back.
I was about to say her hymen.
Oh, God. Holy hell.
I'm sorry.
I could win the Heisman for breaking hymens, though. You know what I mean? That's a tweet. Go ahead.
Holy shit.
How many virginities have you taken?
Jared, come on, man.
How many firsts have you been?
7.
Zach's just entire
You've
body
taken
count
is just.
is just virgins.
I'm a vampire in that way. Oh, you mean sexually? I haven't had sex yet. Go ahead.
Why do you like the blood of virgins? I don't know. It's kind of like a sandwich. You don't really want someone to it before you eat it.
Who is most likely to hit someone with their car?
Oh, Indy.
Who is most likely to get hit by a car?
Also Indy.
I was gonna say Indy.
I was gonna say Jared.
Indy's hitting me with her car.
Well, I think Indy.
That makes sense.
Indy
Yeah.
is tripping prone, so I feel
Dude,
like
I am the clumsiest human being you've ever met. And
one pebble on a crosswalk, you were
Dude,
getting that head smash.
Oh my gosh, where were we? Was it in We were in living spaces, weren't we? And there was a ledge, I promise you, not even a millimeter high, and I absolutely
What do you think that stems from?
my clumsiness?
Yeah.
I think she has an imbalance in her cochlea.
You mean I have a imbalance in my eardrums?
The cochlea has fluid in it, and that's like what
I just fell asleep.
manages your balance. I learned this in psychology.
That could be that.
Oh,
honestly,
speaking of falling asleep, who's most likely to fall asleep during sex? Zach.
100%.
Zach didn't like that
Zach would just be
question.
like, "Sorry, man, I was just like really."
I got tired. You know what I mean? I gotta pass out. Oh no. Honestly, I think the most likely to fall asleep is Jared.
No,
Why?
it's
Because
Zach.
you fall asleep the fastest anyway.
Oh,
yeah, but
that's
you're
true.
like,
But it is Zach.
No, it would not be me.
why would it be me?
I
Absolutely
would-
be you.
I would more think it would be. If I was to ever think of that, I think Zach, not Jared. Even though
Why?
Jared can fall asleep in
I
about
can't-
5 seconds.
I can't fall asleep anywhere, anytime,
Oh,
ever.
that's true.
Because what?
Wait, yeah, Zach can't fall asleep.
Why
ever.
during like the most exciting
But
time would
I
I be
was-
like, all right, I
Wait,
guess
pause.
I can
I
take a
take
nap.
it back. Yeah, Zach can't sleep.
But I was thinking I wasn't thinking in the terms of like fall asleep, like he's like actually
But
out.
he'd just be
I
tired
just
and
meant
out of
be like, yeah, tired and bored, you know?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Like disinterested
Yeah,
because
Zach.
like Zach, you once
We were talking
described
about
it.
this today.
What? We
About,
were?
not about Zach falling asleep during sex, about Zach just being like, whenever girls walk up to Zach at parties, he could not hate them more.
I don't hate them.
You don't. He doesn't hate.
He doesn't hate them, but he could not care less about what
I try to
they're
be
saying.
cordial though. I'm like,
Zach's always cordial.
Yeah.
He's
about
cordial,
it.
but it doesn't mean in his head he's not going, I don't care.
The difference between like Zach and I, like talking to girls or whatever, if I am like disinterested in a girl, like do you remember one time like we were like at
Oh
that,
my God, that was
like
so-
at that one party and like I started talking to this girl and I was like, what do you do? And she's like, nothing. And I was
you
like,
went-
what do you mean nothing? She's like, I literally do nothing. And
I
was like, I literally
do nothing.
she's like, I'm pretty.
yeah, that's
I'm
all
pretty.
it was.
She literally just said that.
Or
And-
like someone, who was it? Some girl just came up to you, and I was there, and she just kept talking, and you just kept being like, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She was
Wow,
a,
that's
she was a
crazy.
dime piece though.
I don't know
She was-
how I was talking to
No,
her.
she like walked up to you and was like trying to talk to you the whole night, and she was like trying to be like, let's smoke together, and you're like, nah, like I'm good.
I was like,
But she was beautiful,
Dude,
like.
that one girl that came up to me though, that was the boldest move because I had my hand on like a couch rest.
Oh my God!
And
yeah.
she came and just sat on my hand, so like I can't leave. So I'm like just trapped under her, like
that's a
100,
power
like
move if I've
127
ever seen
hours.
one.
127 hours. I'm like, should I just cut this thing off? And then she's like, "Hi, I'm Kenzie," and I said, "Sick. I have no blood flow in my left arm. How you doing, Kenzie?" She's like, "I'm from Miami." I said, "I didn't ask, but I guess we're gonna ask." And then now we're dating.
Super cute
Just kidding.
story.
One of these questions is, who's most likely to marry a drug lord? Jesus Christ.
Indy.
Yeah, I guess.
She goes, "Yeah, that's up."
That adds completely up. Would I know that he's a drug lord?
Yeah. I feel like he participated in the operation. Go ahead.
Indy would be the type to like he would just marry her because he's like, oh, you are so beautiful or whatever. And then she would like,
Kill him and take all of his money?
yeah,
and then run his
she
business?
would take over the empire.
That's what I would do. If I was a drug lord's wife. Widow. I'd kill him.
You just admitted to it, so now you're never going to be able to date a drug lord.
If a drug lord is watching the Dropouts
I'm concerned
podcast,
at how
he's
concerned
He's
at
an
how
audio listener.
I'm concerned at how well his job is going if he's listening to this.
listen, sometimes he just needs a laugh.
God, can you imagine some drug lord in like Miami right now who's like a billionaire, like is just listening to Dropouts?
I want to know
But
who.
it turned like this episode turns him off of it. It's like, she says she killed me.
I want to know who
I'm
like
done.
our strangest
like,
in a
who's
bad
the
way, but
weirdest
who's our
listener?
yeah, but not in a
Not
bad
weird.
way.
It's meaning like the most
Who's
out
our
of
biggest
box.
outlier?
Yeah,
Like
I
Zach was
wonder.
telling me some guys at the court listen to our
Oh yeah, I played
podcast.
basketball and
With like the toughest looking guys, covered head to toe in tats. Like, yo, what's that podcast last week?
I fuck with it. That's-
With it.
what?
It's like, why are you watching this? Or it's like I'll have the most random like adults come up to me and be like, podcast is great. I'll listen to it.
Some of the DMs we get are from like actual adults or whatever, you know, like in their 40s and 50s. I was like, why are you watching
They
us?
want to feel young again.
Being young and dumb in LA? Who is the most likely to become an HGTV star?
What's a HGTV?
oh Jared.
Is it home garden
It's Jared.
television?
Oh,
I could see Jared being like,
Jared
look
grew-
at this fern.
Jared grew up watching that. Jared's been helping me this whole time with like little bits and bobs to do around my new apartment. Like my Wi-Fi and the rods and all that stuff. And he's like obsessed with it. He's like, all right, we got to get the right measurements.
Because my parents, when I was growing up, used HGTV. Like when I would get like in trouble, but like not like in trouble, but they were just like, you know, sit down and like you can't, like, okay, if I got grounded and couldn't like watch TV or play games or go out or whatever, right? The only TV I could watch was with them, and they always watched HGTV.
That's great. It's so much fun to watch that stuff.
And so I hated it though when I was a kid.
You passed along my number though, right?
To my mom's? Yeah.
And then you're just like, whatever one's calls first kind of gets me.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
But yeah, so they used that as like, not like punishment, but they were just like, if you want to watch TV, you can only watch it with us, and this is what we're watching. And so I hated it at first.
And then
I learned to love it, and I was like, now I'm obsessed with it. Who's most likely to wind up in the Guinness Book of World Records?
Zach.
For what?
For what?
Something.
I can hula hoop pretty well. That's a good call.
Who's most likely to eat something off the ground?
Me. I do it all the time.
What?
She prefers it.
No, I don't. It's
She's like, I'm a little dog.
Well, if I drop something, it's like a 5-second rule, potentially 10, depending on the floor, depending on the environment.
Okay, so on the topic of current news, did you guys see? I mean, this isn't funny, but Silento. Yeah, the Watch Me kid.
Didn't he like murder his cousin?
Yeah, interesting. So he is accused of shooting his cousin.
Can't do that. That's the first rule of having a cousin. Do not kill them.
First rule of like kind of like life is like, thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
One of the 10 commandments.
One hit wonder turned to.
He had to kick his own blood out. They must have forgot I was a.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
What's the weirdest animal you'd eat?
We were talking about this earlier.
I'd eat?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I just am thinking.
Nothing that would be considered a pet.
Come on.
Nothing like I wouldn't.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you via Zach's account?
No.
Hey, get off my TikTok.
Can you live react to it real quick?
Oh no. Nothing that would be considered a pet.
Wait. Don't look yet.
Nothing like no like primates
Ready?
or.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna flip it. Just look at me. I want you to watch it.
Okay, look at you. You're gonna flip it and you want me to watch
Ready?
it. Okay. I'm scared. No! Oh! She did not! Oh my God!
What happened?
She bit the turtle's head off and ripped out its spine.
What's so weird about that, Jared?
What do you mean what's wrong with that? Like when I was a kid, I used to only order boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings because I thought eating the meat off the bones was too animalistic.
You're a pansy.
That's disgusting.
That's another level.
Yeah.
Like I don't
take my turtle bag.
But to answer your question, I probably wouldn't eat a turtle. At least
really?
Like
you had an alligator.
I wouldn't eat a turtle like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't eat a cow like that. So.
That just reminded me. Speaking of TikTok, you guys know the very popular trend that's going around. It's like, put your head on my shoulder. You know, it's a red light.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad. People are getting like exposed for it because it's a filter. People can just immediately reverse filters.
And there's a bunch of YouTube videos that are like, oh yeah, this is how you just remove that filter. And so like all those people that are doing it in like next to nothing or even nothing.
One of my friends did it in nothing.
Really?
And I was like, you should delete that video. And she was like, gonna delete it right now.
Yeah, if it's not already saved, you know.
Well, it had 3 million views, so I'm sure it was saved.
Oh.
But it's like, it's so crazy. It's like you think you're safe and you're really not. And it just goes to show that the internet is not a safe place. And it's why like this has been a topic of conversation amongst our friend group for the past couple of days of like, because so many of our friends have been exposed for nudes. So many of our friends, whether it's like...
Have you been exposed for nudes?
No, not you guys, but not you two, but I'm just saying...
Sure, I'll send you nudes. What'd you ask? Sorry, I tuned out for a second.
Saying, like,
you guys want my nudes?
A lot of our friend group has been exposed. Like, their nudes have been exposed. And I was telling Riley, like, I was like, I have never sent a nude, nor will I ever send a nude. Especially because I have tattoos, for one, so it's not like I could even deny it was me. But two, it's just
I'll say it's me if it ever happens.
Thanks. But it's like... I just know for a fact I'd be that unlucky to like just be caught. Like it would go absolutely everywhere the one time I would send it. So I just like have never, but it's just been drilled into my brain since I was like 9 years old. Like anything you put on the internet stays on the internet. Also, my iCloud's been hacked like multiple times.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I don't even put anything on my iCloud. That's why I ordered my new computer, so I had to get like 3 terabytes of storage on it. Because that's that's where I keep everything. I can't keep it on a cloud.
Did you guys see that Lil Uzi put a $24 million pink diamond?
I think that's real.
In his forehead? I don't know. I think he's crazy enough to do it.
Oh, 100%. But do you think he actually got a piercing there?
Well, what did someone like that?
And actually got a $24 million diamond put there?
I feel like you just got hit on your head for the rest of your life.
Dude, yeah.
Like somebody and he's not a big dude. Like I'll put him in my pocket, take him home, take that thing out, send him on his way.
Somebody comes to the pawn shop with like with Lil Uzi's head in the bag. He's like, so how much can I get for this?
With literally the Pink Panther diamond.
My parents used to work for a company back in Australia that did like a lot of Australia's diamond mining and a lot of like the world's diamond mining. And so, like, I got to know, like, jewelry from a really young age, and pink diamonds are among the most expensive. And a pink diamond that big, worth insane amounts.
Well, 24
Can
million.
Can I see a picture?
Can you see a picture?
Have you not seen it?
Okay.
Is that real, though?
I don't know. I mean, he's not one to shy away from like body modifications, you know,
like
because
he's got
like the piercing, or like at least there was a piercing like on the bridge of his nose there.
Yeah, but so many people do that. These are all normal piercings people
But
do.
he's got like the
septum
piercing, lip piercings.
He's got lip piercings? I
or
wonder
he
what
did
that's
at
like
one
to kiss
point.
somebody with a lip piercing.
Not fun.
He's got tons of face tattoos, and like I know he's like.
But have either of you ever kissed somebody with a lip piercing?
No.
I wonder what that would feel like, or even a tongue piercing. That must feel weird.
That's got to be weird. I don't get tongue piercings whatsoever.
I kissed a girl with piercing eyes one time. I didn't enjoy it.
Did she stare at you like wide open?
Remember that one girl you were hooking up with that had the crazy eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy town. Yeah, that was fun.
Let's just go to questions, yeah?
We'll start with this little girl first.
Hello, little girl.
Hello, Jared, Indy, and Zach. So my question for you is, if you were in jail, who would you call to like bail you out, to like break in and get you out? And it's between you three, and if there's a guest, it's also between them. I love the podcast so much. I've watched every single episode like 5 or 6 times.
Whoa.
Also, Team Hufflepuff.
Whoa.
And
Team Hufflepuff.
I'm 100% Team all of you because I could not choose. At first, I was Team Indy, but Zach and Jared have really grown on me. So now I'm definitely Team all of you. Indy, I love your music so much.
Thank you.
My favorite song of yours is Run You Down, and Jared, I love you 2 songs. And out of those
Thank
2,
you.
my favorite is Wish You Were I Was Right. But
Better say something about me. Better say something about me.
And Zach, I love your sense of humor so much. And keep
about my
making
songs?
podcasts because it brightens my day whenever I could watch them. And I love you guys so much. Please answer my question. I'm really curious to see what you guys would say. Bye.
I love you more.
Bye.
She's cute. Thank you for listening to my music.
I just thought that was
appreciate
so
it.
wholesome.
I would be in jail. I would call Zach to bail me out.
Me?
I would have normally called Jared to bail me out.
I feel like you know a lot of rich people. Are we saying bail out or
Bail.
She kind of said bail and help get out.
It was. She said it was among the 3 of us.
Oh, okay. Among
I would call
who would-
Zach.
oh.
I would prefer to call Jared, but if we're talking like bail out, I gotta call Zach.
Why would you prefer to call Jared?
I don't know. I feel like he would. Sometimes I think you're like a dad, and I get yelled at. And then so if I was with Jared would be like, you know what I mean? But
I would do the
Was it cannibalism? Was that the reason?
the standard WTF did you do? You know, and then she'd be like, oh, I did this thing. And then I'd be like, you're stupid. Why would you do that? And then she'd be like, I don't know. Yeah, that was stupid. And then we'd be like, want to listen to some music, get some McDonald's?
I was just about to say, want to go get Macca's? And then Zach would like probably be like, yell at me for a bit and then like bail me out. But I'd have to call Zach because like if we're talking bailout funds here.
Yeah.
I don't know why you think I have money, but I don't.
I don't think you got money, but I think you got more money than Jared.
Why am I all of a sudden a broke bitch?
No, Jared, you're good. I wouldn't call either of you. I would realize I did wrong and have to.
Just wait
No,
it
who
out.
would you guys call to bail you out?
Are we saying bit like? Because
this
I think she meant breakout.
She said bail.
No, but like then she like
would you call
go
to
back
get you
back
out?
to it. She said bail out, but like who would help get you out? Like I think she meant
So I think
breakout.
she means like both.
Okay, bailout, like legally, like paying for it, I would call Indy because I know she's got the funds to bail me out.
And a lawyer mom.
And a lawyer mom.
Look at a sexy mom. Is that not worth nothing?
But if we're talking like breakout, then if I would call Zach because I feel like he's methodical.
Oh, I would
like,
always call Zach to break me out, but I also
Yeah.
call Zach to bail me out of us three. Can you bail yourself out?
I really don't know how that works. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood around here. I've never been in that situation.
If you get your ass up to knock on wood,
I'm getting my ass up to knock on wood.
Oh, I hate you. That's not even real wood. I'll give you some real wood. Come knock on this. Yes, sir. Oh.
Hey, Dropouts.
Hi.
So, I was wondering, do you ever wish you had a normal, everyday business job or the job that you have in the spotlight? And I was wondering, I think me and Indy would be really good friends because we would just vibe together. So, Indy, if you want to be friends, just, slide in my DMs. I'm totally down.
She said Indy, not you, Jared.
Guys' glasses that you guys wore for punishment,
Okay.
I thought it reminded me of so much of that 70s show Stupid Helmet. Also, I'm from Indiana, so it's kind of ironic that you guys call her Indy because our big city here is Indianapolis. So we call it Indy. They're spelled different, but still. I can't
better
choose a
make fun of her.
team because I love all of you guys. I love how wholesome Jared is,
Aw,
how
thank
fiery
you.
Indy is, and Zach's sense of humor.
What's up?
Bye.
Bye.
I wonder if people know my full name is Indiana. After watching that, it was just like, wait, do you know my full name's Indiana? I guess it goes both ways.
She was saying it's funny that in Indianapolis they call it Indy, but she was like, we spell it differently,
Oh, I guess so,
But
yeah.
do you ever wish that you had a
Yeah,
normal
all the
day
time.
job?
I'm more in the flashlight right now, not the spotlight, but
That's hilarious. Do you know where I'd want to work? Unite us.
my brother's
Your-
company.
I was like,
Heck yeah. Sit at that table with the 6 executives. Sounds like fun.
I don't think you'd be at the table with the 6 executives. You got to work your way. She just assumed she'd be at the table with 6 executives.
she has no medical
They-
background.
I don't want a normal job. I want to be the CEO of my own company. I wouldn't
Okay.
want like a desk job 9 to 5. I'd want like you work 16 hours until you become a billionaire.
Well, I think everybody does. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I'd work at Denny's. Let's be honest. Great eggs.
Not Outback? What the hell, Zach?
Wow, you really betrayed the Outback.
They
like
betrayed
that.
me.
No, I remember one time, I was a kid, and my mom works at P&G, and love P&G, love their products, but they had
Go buy your Crest.
anyway. So it was bring your kid to work day, and I went, and she was just sitting at her computer. And I was sitting there and I was just coloring or whatever. And it's like 2 hours in. And I was like, is this all you do? And she's like, yeah, pretty much. I said, this sucks. I was like, all you do is answer emails all day. And she's like, yeah, that's pretty much my work. And I was just like,
That's
but
what
that
my
was,
dad and my dad would do a lot of on-site jobs too, and so would my mom. But
I think that was the day that I decided I would never work like a regular job like that. And then the last question, it's a written one.
Hey, love your pod. I have a question. What is your song as an individual? A song that describes you or that means a lot to you in your life. And what is your song as a friend group? Red Heart.
well, we all have like songs between us each. It's like Jared and I's song is Supercuts.
By Jeremy Zucker.
Our song is 19 plus you and me by Dan and Shay.
Our song is Anaconda by 'cause my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon.
What's our group friend song? I think it'd be something country.
Yeah, it'd
Something
have
Luke
to-
Combs.
Probably, yeah, probably something Luke Combs.
I think it would be like, what was like the first country song we all got down to? Maybe it was like Tequila by Dan and Shay or something like that. I feel
we
like-
have two.
We started listening to that before. any
Don't
of the
get me
other
wrong,
ones.
I love Dan and Shay.
I feel
but
like
we
it
have
should
two
be a
Dan
Luke
and Shay
Combs song.
songs.
That's
Well,
why
you
I
don't have two. You have one.
That's true.
That's why I was saying it should be a Luke Combs song because I feel like we all listen to Luke Combs religiously.
I think it should be a Millie by Lil Wayne.
A
Millie. Yeah.
Indy, what's like the song that describes you?
Oh, My
is so
Therapist by
perfect.
Mae Mueller. That's the song that describes me.
It's funny that
That
your song,
you-
but you refuse to go to therapy.
No, she said today she'd go.
What?
Yep.
Where was this new development?
Yeah, she said, Zach, I'm going there. No, she didn't say it like that. But we had a nice conversation about it, and she's open to the idea, and we're going to find someone.
That's amazing.
This is making me not want to go stop the applause. The main chorus is like, I change it for myself. It's like, you don't need a boyfriend. You just need a therapist.
Oh, yeah.
You got so much drama. You're not qualified to fix.
That sounds about
So
right.
that makes sense.
My song, If you've never heard it, it's I Want a Dog by Hobo Johnson. I saw the I Want a Dog starts. I was like, I really want a dog and a wife that loves to talk about the day that she had.
Or a husband,
that's
Zach.
up on a hill. What? Or her husband. On a street that's in a community. And then what? Anyway, but he's like the ending of the song is like he's like I want to show the world that I'm something to respect even when I'm lying cold cross-armed in a chest.
Oh, that's
I really
cool.
want a dog.
Who would you marry out of us two, Jared? Honestly.
Well, one's a girl, one's
No,
a boy.
no. I'm not sure he'd pick you. I think he might pick me. Would you marry me?
Out of you two?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Woohoo! Oh,
Indy,
here she goes. See
Indy.
if she's accurate.
Dude.
Come on,
that
man.
was
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry. I get so scared that I'm going to hit these lights and cameras, and it's like, you know how...
I didn't want to hit you.
okay.
I get super scared that I'm going to hit these lights and cameras and break something, and it's like, I really don't want to buy a new one, so...
Indy, that is not.
No, it makes complete sense.
Yeah, I was like, we've talked about this many a time.
We'd make a happy couple. Jared and I might get...
Like, Zach and I already live together, and it's his dream scenario where we live
We
together, but
practically
we
live
have
together.
separate rooms.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into the memes. That was all the questions. But again, these transitions are just hitting different. This one is about a therapist, but ironically, it's about Zach. Someone sent this, so it's not about Zach specifically, but someone sent it. Was like, this would be Zach if
Efron?
he went. No, Justice.
Me?
If he went and saw a therapist. And it says, a therapist, you often use humor to deflect serious trauma. And Zach goes, thank you. And the therapist goes, I didn't say that was a good thing. And Zach goes, but what I'm hearing is you think I'm funny.
That's hilarious, because that's you.
Thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
trauma Zach has dealt with in his life, he's completely just been like, let's make a joke about it.
So because we're such big Harry Potter fans, this one says, Hogwarts is the safest place in the world. And then meanwhile, Harry at the end of every school year is saying, I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Dumbledore really
Is that
been
R.
lying
Kelly?
on them
Yeah,
asses.
that's from the R. Kelly interview.
Jared, you remind me of R. Kelly.
What?
Isn't
What?
he a murderer?
No.
How the hell?
You guys
Child
both do
molester.
music.
Oh, I watched that documentary.
Holy hell. Just
I like
watching
how our
the
brain...
gears
Yeah, it's
turn.
like... tick, 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 tick. Yep.
All right, and then this last one is a meme of Indy.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not a meme of you. It's just using
About
your
me?
facial reaction.
Oh, that's funny.
And when you're taking a test and the smart kid says, what the fuck is this? And
God, I've been in that situation. It's like you're really playing it off of him. It's like you're like, where's he going with this? What's happening? And they're
you're
like,
judging like how fast
and like
they're
when
going.
they look at the test and go,
and they
or,
start
like-
scratching their head.
and then you're like,
You're
this
like,
is gonna be a tough one. Or it's like when you walk out the test and like the smart kid was like, God, that was hard, and you're like, was it?
It reminds me of that TikTok that's like, they're like, what'd you get on that? And it's like, oh, I got 18 or something. And it's like,
Like,
well,
oh, I got 19.
Yeah, and it's like, how the hell did I get Abraham Lincoln? But anyway.
That's the end of the podcast.
That's the end
Thank
of the
you guys.
podcast.
If you made it to the end, make sure to DM me on Instagram a picture of your mom. Please take it. I don't want any old pictures. I want a recent picture of your mother. If you don't have a mother, it can be an aunt, but it has to be a female in the family. And it goes
Could be a sister above
mom,
the age of
aunt,
18.
sister, grandma in that order. Okay? If you don't have
Grandma was
if you don't have any of them, find a nearby dog.
still
What?
female.
Okay?
Preferably English Bulldog. Thank you guys so much for watching Dropouts Pod. I'm Indiana Massara. That's Zach Justice. That's
Allegedly.
Deborah Music. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Dropouts Pod. And that's all.
If you see
Hit
me-
us with some outro music.
If you see me in
What?
public after COVID, kiss me. What?
What was that?
I had just played the NFL theme song because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Hit us with some outro music.
Go Chiefs.
Why?
Well, it started. My family's a 49ers fan.
I don't
Alex
care. Let's
Smith
leave.
Played, and then he got transferred to the Chiefs, and now we're Chiefs fans.